It's 33 years old, wears fake designer clothes, has flip-up headlights, and is probably worth less than $1,000. Are we talking about your adult live-in son or the Pontiac Fiero? Find out today on the Car Truth Report. Today on the Car Truth Report, we're riding the rad riptide of 80s nostalgia by taking a look back at the Pontiac Fiero. I'm your host and pragmatic four-cylinder fanatic, Noor Lahi, bringing you the car truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, unless we get it wrong. Thank you for joining us. The Pontiac Fiero was introduced in 1983 as the mid-engine four-cylinder American car that was too beautiful for this world, sealed beam flip-up headlights and all. Around the time Lee Iacocca coined the word reliability, look it up, Pontiac decided it would be smart to make a coupe with an anemic American engine to compete with similar European offerings like the Porsche 9 whatever. Pontiac used the much-loathed Iron Duke engine to power the base Fiero, which was also found in the first and worst four-cylinder Camaro. The 2.5-liter pushrod carbureted Iron Duke made an embarrassing 92 horsepower. A couple of grand extra could have gotten you a V6, but this wasn't what the car wanted. What it wanted was the aluminum dual overhead cam Quad 4, which made a much less pathetic 150 horsepower and was introduced in 1987. Remember, this was back in those dark days when a V8 Corvette made 230 horsepower. As a matter of fact, give a thumbs up if you think the Fiero would have had a fighting chance with the Quad 4 motor, or a small block for that matter. So what was GM thinking? How did they plan to sell their tiny little slow machine? Well, the Fiero actually had a couple of decent selling points. It was born from the 1979 oil crisis as a small commuter car like the frog-faced three-cylinder Ford Escort EXP. With the 2.5-liter Iron Duke chugging away and back, it managed up to 50 miles per gallon in manual trim. But most of all, it looked hot. Even today, Wikipedia, or as we like to call it, the Car Truth Report Investigative Department, compares it to the Ferrari 308 GTB. As time went by, Midwesterners such as myself saw in this little car a thrifty sporting competitor to the sleek imports such as Toyota's contemporary MR2. GM borrowed bits from their existing lineup, such as the rear suspension and powertrain from the Chevy Citation and the front suspension from the Chevette. A seemingly regrettable decision today, but one that ultimately kept production costs low. It should be noted that the suspension was updated on later models. It was this affordability and its engine placement that gave birth to Fiero's real claim to fame as the base for a million kit cars. Late 20th century car magazines were awash with back-page ads for Fiero body kits. For a few $1,000s and 2 years of weekends, you could build yourself a replica Italian exotic. Results may vary. Even today, if you see a Lamborghini or Ferrari at your local car show, there's a good chance it's a Fiero. The Fiero is also a favorite candidate for engine swaps, the most popular being the Chevy small block V8. Let's look at one here. Regular Car Reviews once said that Pontiac killed the dream of low-priced mid-engine American cars, and in many ways, they're right. But I have to fundamentally disagree. I don't think America ever truly wanted an affordable car with an engine behind the driver. We wanted it to fail. We wanted Corvettes, Trans Ams, and Mustangs. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Car Truth Report. We want to hear from you. Is the Pontiac Fiero a quirky American classic, or the greatest pretender car of all time? Will the ladies be impressed by my new designer Calvin Klein kicks? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, ring-a-ding-ding that notify bell, and send us money so I can buy my own V8 swapped Fiero. The Car Truth Report has been brought to you by About 5 Beer, giving me a little more courage since 1997.